I stood there, staring into the eyes of the person I let turn my entire life upside down. I remembered being that 15-year-old girl, desperately searching for my own identity and somehow believing it was wrapped up in his popularity. And I was wrong, and I lost everything. I lost my family, my self-esteem, my confidence, and my youth. I stood there and I felt his hands tighten on my neck, and I struggled to breathe. I saw the rage in his eyes become a calm deliberation, and I thought, oh my God, he's going to kill me. I fought back with everything I had, and I survived that night. But the next morning, when I got up and I saw those ugly purple bruises on my neck, I felt so ashamed of who I'd become, ashamed of what I was. But I swore to myself, there is no way if I ever get out of this, I will ever let anyone get close to me again. A few days later, with the help of my family, I left. I worked hard to rebuild. I had my family back, my high school diploma. I worked multiple jobs. I got married. I had 2 incredible boys, and I even put myself through law school. But none of that gave me that sense of inner peace, happiness, and joy. And it's not like I didn't go looking for it. Every time I went, though, I heard those words. You're short, you're fat, you're ugly, and you're stupid, and no one will ever love someone like you. I carried his words with me for decades, and I never gave up searching for those missing pieces of me that I thought I had lost forever. Little did I know, in just October of this year, I'd find those pieces when we fulfilled my deep calling to go to Africa. It was there I stood on the equator and I felt my spirit and my soul realign with the sun shining on my face. I sat in the comfortable silence and I welcomed the inner peace that I got watching the lions as they roamed freely. And in the eyes of the Ugandan children, we saw pure joy as they ran up to their road as we drove by, and they laughed and they danced, and all they wanted was a smile and a wave as we drove by. And when I stood there, staring into the eyes of those silverback gorillas, I felt all my missing pieces come back to me. But none of this compared to the feelings and the sense of purpose that I got when I met Evelyn. Evelyn is a Ugandan woman who escaped her tiny village. She got an education and she had a good job. But then she walked away from all of it, only to go back to her community because she wanted to support the women she left behind, the ones living in poverty with AIDS and physical abuse. She shares her story so she can inspire other women to rewrite theirs. She fills their days with purpose and pride. She teaches them the skills and the tools that they need to be independent and feel empowered. She has a community built on strength, love, and joy. In Evelyn, I found myself. I felt the joy of these beautiful women as they sang and they danced with their red and yellow skirts flying around them. And when one woman walked up and put her hands on my neck, I felt fulfillment when she presented me with a traditional ceremonial necklace that represents the strength that you have when your community stands beside you. I am home now and I relive these experiences every single day because I finally feel alive. I feel whole and I am on fire because I now am strong enough to embrace my story with strength and confidence instead of shame. And I am so inspired because all I want to do is share my story with other women so they too can step into their purpose and their power. I could stand here right now and I can think about the person that tried to destroy me, and I could be filled with anger and rage, but I'm not. You see, we all have experiences that bring us to our knees, and we all have the power to rewrite the meaning that we give those experiences, to pull our purpose from our pain and our joy from our healing. And I promise you one thing, you don't have to go around the world to find it. It is never too late, because I stand here tonight as living proof. Thank you. Thank you.